Welcome to Practical Icelandic. We are here basically not only to tell you news and something about Iceland and so on. We also just do, like, for example, when we started with newscast, we did it basically because we just needed to take Polly outside and throw something for her, and it was brilliant to combine it somehow. Now we wanted to combine two things also, because every day I have to go and have some food, as well as Polly actually. And we often go to the same place and we meet this guy called Skúli. His name is actually Skúli Menski, or Skúli the Human. A weird nickname, I know, but he is a fantastic musician, by the way. In this show, we want to teach you more or less just how to order things. It's not complicated. Of course, I know Icelandic pretty well, but I'm not a good teacher. I feel like I'm better in showing people how things go. And I just want to teach you very simple sentences, like how, for example, just how to buy a hot dog, how to buy a beer, or how to buy whatever. So we're also at the best possible place in downtown. Everything is around us here, and you can see our office here is it's quite an old house actually, and we even have a restaurant on the lower floor called Hornið. Probably going to stop by there when we want to, but right now I am going to go with Polly and have a hot dog, and the sentence I want to teach you is very simple, and I'm going to just tell you now because it's easy to know it before actually you hear it. And the sentence goes like this: Má ég fá Eina Pylsu? Now, pulsa means hot dog. Má ég, like can I, fá, get one Eina Pylsu, hot dog. And the thing is, perhaps what is most confusing about all of this is basically that pulsa is genderized in Icelandic. It's a woman. It's a she, the hot dog, and therefore we say Eina instead of einn. But that's something we'll do a little bit later. But here we are. There is of course a line here. Let's hope that Polly won't go anywhere away from us. Hey. Oh, come on. No. So the word pulsa is actually a Danish word. Just for you to know that all words in Icelandic that start with P, all of them are not Icelandic. For example, pulsa. We actually, if you're in Akureyri or in the countryside, they say pilsa, and that is with a Y. It's a slightly different way to say it. It's often considered as like the correct way to say pilsa rather than pulsa, although in city of Reykjavík we always say pulsa. In Danish they say pølse. Kan jeg have en pølse? But it's like with an It's a little bit different, of course, but Icelandic used to be exactly the same as the Danish and so on. Well, we have to wait a little bit. There's always a line here. This is, of course, the most famous hot dog stand in Iceland. It's called Bæjarins Beztu, and it's famous because almost everyone stopped here. Bill Clinton came here, had a hot dog, and Kim Kardashian once came here with her sisters. So it's quite famous. Blessaður. So I'm just going to ask you, I'm teaching foreigners and our viewers just very simple terms in Icelandic. So I'm going to say in Icelandic, Má ég fá Eina Pylsu?
Eina pulsu?
Yes, please.
Yes. Ekki vandamáli.
You say what? Já, takk.
Já. Would you like everything on it?
Of course.
Eina með öllu?
Everything on it, Eina með öllu, and also Coke, and if you have it, a hot dog for the hot dog.
Yeah.
So how are you? You good?
I'm fine.
Yeah? So what do you want? What is the most common, do people always speak English to you? Do they sometimes order in Icelandic?
Yeah. I sometimes speak English to everybody, you know. So. Og eina hundapylsu.
Yes. Já, ég reyndar að klára sko, en hérna kemur ekki út núna.
Ok. Já, mér finnst eins og einhver hafi verið að hrósa þig fyrir eitthvað. Ég er búinn að gleyma
Það er örugglega Gunnarsson. Það er örugglega Valur Gunnarsson, nafnið minn.
Já,
Hann var að gefa út geggjaða bók.
Já, það hefur verið það.
Við sjáumst. No. We go here. So, what I love about this place is that they always give me an old hot dog for Polly because he loves this. Also, you heard that our conversation got a little bit more complicated, but keep in mind, má ég fá eina pylsu is what matters here. Also, if you want to keep it really short, you could actually like get away with just using fá eina pylsu. It means just get one hot dog. So, simple as that. Má ég fá eina pylsu? Já takk. And enjoy.